Part 2.
Welcome back.
We're back. Hands like bird, man.
All right. You got anything you want to pick right back up with?
We left off on Trump.
Yep.
Left off on Trump. I think I said all I need to say about Trump. He sucks. And y'all are going to vote for him anyway.
You want to talk about Biden?
Biden's...
Disgusting.
Biden sucks because I feel like the past 4 years, I feel like the past 4 years, I feel like the Democratic Party hasn't really been listening to the people. And I feel like they've done some really shiesty, really sneaky shit to make sure that the person that, I could probably say the person that 90% of the people, at least people my age, wanted to run for president, kind of got shitted out of it twice.
Talk about Bernie.
Kind of got shitted out of it twice. We already knew they wanted Hillary, so they kind of pushed their agenda on her. They kind of pushed their agenda on Biden for some reason, and I don't know why. Bernie could have possibly been. I don't know. Bernie could have been the worst president we've ever had in the history of presidencies. But it would have been someone that the people wanted. It would have been something that made. If you're trying to get Trump out of the fucking office, doesn't it make sense to put somebody on the other side that maybe people want to vote for? No one wants to vote for Biden. It's all true. They just want Trump.
He fucking up. He losing his black vote saying the black shit.
Like, yeah, and I don't ever want to see an old white man talk about eating chicken and grits. I never want to see. I don't really want to see white people.
That don't even go together.
I don't even want to see white people do that in general. But an old white person, I don't want to see it. And I don't want to see an old white person telling me that if I don't vote for an old white man, then I am not black. Go fuck yourself, Joe Biden. You piece of shit. That's all I need to say.
All right. Well,
that message is approved.
I have something I wrote down last week when we were talking. It was just kind of food for thought. Should women go to jail for a false rape accusation?
Yes, the fuck.
Absolutely. I
feel like they do now.
They
should definitely, but
they can't. But I think you have to, saying like press the charges or something like.
Yeah.
And you got to pursue it.
Most people,
but it's still hard.
Yeah.
And
she said.
And even if that happens, the stigma of you being a racist is still a rapist is still still on you.
Yeah. I mean, that's I just see too much about that. I mean, I don't know.
Same with the Jacob Blake thing. One person said he was it was a rapist.
Yeah.
That's
someone said they had a warrant out for his arrest.
Yeah, it goes. So if all I need to do is say, hey, he's a rapist, and that, even if it's not true.
Or he touched me, He touched
me inappropriately.
And that'll pretty much ruin you just saying it.
Be responsible.
Yeah. And then, especially when you famous, because
you can get money out of that.
Yeah, and it's damn near almost guaranteed money grabs, depending on who the person is.
Usually a settlement.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the whole thing with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Because whenever I do my debating and arguing and go talk with people and they bring up anything negative about LeBron, they might bring up his mama and Delonte. I always come with the Kobe ring.
I have never brought that up.
But people do. Hey, look, as a LeBron fan, you see everything. You get it all.
We know what happened. We know that's why Delonte ended up getting shit down.
You see where he at now? Yeah. Man, under highways.
If LeBron knew his old teammate was on the highway, I'm sure he would help him out. I don't think that he's helping that dude.
No, he says he is, but
that man was fucking his mama.
But no, I mean, kind of.
Yeah, I think he had like an August Alsina thing going on.
Definitely fucking his mama. And LeBron was not happy. That's why they say he was a little distracted during one of this.
I mean, shit. I would assume he would be distracted if I passed the ball to you and you.
You passing your ball and your mama, so.
Not only are you fucking my mom, you're missing.
You know what I'm saying? You can't hit nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So
kind of with like the rape thing, like it's hard. Like if a girl says to a man, or to, say she wants to get if they're mad or something, or they really did, all they have to say is he raped me.
Right,
and the cops are instantly gonna go to him.
And I just mentioned this to them earlier before we started recording. If you fellas we gotta stop having sex with females when they under the influence of alcohol.
Absolutely.
Okay? Even if, you know what I'm saying, it's somebody you always doing it with, you know what I'm saying, I can see, but it's your first time with somebody or something, just try to avoid alcohol and sex. Because anytime we have sex with a female and she buzzed, drunk, or whatever, it's rape, bro.
She won't remember.
It's rape, bro.
She won't remember.
Even if she wanted it before y'all started drinking, if she decide that's how she feel, that's what it is. You have sex with a female while she under the influence of anything, it's rape, bro.
It just ain't right.
And that's why. And I grew up. I want to say it's like rape culture because being young, that's what we used to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what girls used to want. You know what I'm saying? Like as you get older, they want different things. They want a car to have sex. They want a bag. They want clothes. They want some money. Back then, it used to be like we couldn't get to weed. Like when I was a certain age, when I was young, we couldn't even buy weed because the dealer was grown and they had codes in the streets back then.
Right.
They wouldn't sell it to kids. We had to go to one of our older friends who was 16, 17, 18 and go through them to get the weed. So at a time like that, well, we can't even get weed. If you can just go get us a blunt, you know what I'm saying, I'll fuck everybody in here. That's how girls used to be, you know what I'm saying? And be like, I just want to get high, I want to smoke some weed. Or I want to drink a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that used to be a thing when we was young. We used to underage drinking, you know what I'm saying? In high school, you doing underage drinking, you smoking weed. That's what they do. They go to parties, we gonna get wasted and have sex. That be the goal. You know what I'm saying? But they not knowing that that's rape and that's rape culture.
The whole one night stand, drunk one night stand is very risky.
Yeah,
it's very risky. Very risky.
Because a lot of people are
especially
different
when they're the night. You know what I'm saying? You wake up with a person. And,
yeah, I mean, I've had to get clarification on the shit because like, okay, I've never done it before, but if she's drunk and I'm drunk and we both agree, be careful because you're agreeing while you're drunk.
Yeah.
You pass out, you don't remember it.
Yeah. And people change. People are different people when they're drinking. Like, there's people that could be the quietest people, not talk. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden, they get a couple drinks and they're the most talkative person. They're going to talk. They're going to literally open it. It's going to be a completely different person.
That's me.
And yeah, I granted that could be me too because you could be sitting there all of a sudden you be talking to somebody next to you. Like if you're at the bar, and, it's cool. You're just talking. But
I'll be trying
if
to
you're
love you, my best friends when I'm drunk. Everybody's my best friend.
Yeah, people be a different type of drunk, and then you be attracted to people that you normally won't be.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. A girl might be feeling you in the club because she was already drunk before you met her. Then you didn't offer the bad drinks, you didn't fed her some more. She all over you. You know what I'm saying? Take you home, give you the best sex you ever had. Wake up and don't even remember that, and feel like not because you done did something wrong, but she done had so much to drink that when she done forgot last night. Now she done woke up and forgot that she done did all this with you. Now you put something. You had to put something in my drink. You nowhere near my type. You get to pulling up pictures. You see the type of dudes I fuck with? I would never touch you. And you know what I'm saying? Then belittle you like that. Look at you. You know what I'm saying? You get to look around your apartment. You get to look at this. I would never belittle you. And then what you gonna do? You gonna get mad because you like, bitch, you gave me this. I'm trying to talk about much. Now you done got kind of angry and aggressive. You know what? I know how to fix you. I just call the cops. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you at her house. Oh, you fucked. Oh, don't get this motherfucker broke in. You know what I'm saying? And everybody ain't got no money to have a lawyer to go investigate, go get this camera working, pull up from the club. This is you all over him and still. You know what I'm saying? Licking involved, you have to be careful, fellas. Just be trying to tell you.
Ladies, be careful too.
Yeah.
You don't want to get
watch your cup. You with a guy, you better watch your cup.
I saw a video. There was a TikTok, and it was this girl. She used a little kernel, like a popcorn kernel, because but she was just literally just
demonstrating how.
And like money in the hand, and you didn't even see it go in. It's like that's unbelievable.
You gotta hold your cups in your hands.
You got it.
You set your cup down. You gotta get another one.
Yeah, don't drink that.
Don't sit your cup down. I tell my baby mom
drink everywhere.
When she go out, hey, watch your drink. You know what I'm saying? Because like she don't want to believe that men prey on her. I be trying to tell her, like, we prey on you.
Anyone.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyone.
I'm like I told y'all 2 weeks ago about how I'll watch a girl and learn her just from Facebook. You know, everything about her from after, you friend certain people and you just see them every day. You're not even watching them, but you just see what they doing every day because it's in your feed. And I learn exactly everything you like, where you be at, your kids, all that. I know what your kids like, the shows they like. So when I do eventually come meet up with you, I know they watch Paw Patrol all the time. I done bought some Paw Patrol toys. That's gonna keep them. You know what I'm saying? I'm ahead of the curve because you putting your life on social media.
And
so guys will prey on you.
Realize that a lot of the times dudes they only go to the bar or the club for one reason. To get
the drunk to catch a rape case, to go rape somebody.
Yeah.
Because you're looking for drunk girls to fuck. And that's rape.
That's the one I like about when we all go, we all just go to chill and play pool. Like we don't go for none of that. I mean,
it's partly because I'm married.
Well, yeah, but you know what I mean. But you know what I mean. Like,
it does play a part.
I can't really be doing that.
But you know, that's what I like about hanging out with people that are married or or together. Because I'm not really. I'm just out there chilling with you guys.
We ain't got too much bullshit to worry about.
No.
We about that. Only pretty much bullshit we gonna get into is with some other dudes on
stage. Yeah, you might get
into a fight.
Yeah. But other than that.
But you got some help with you. You know what I'm saying?
Because remember, you came out with us one time when we watched NBA start beginning of that last season. You showed up. We were all just chilling.
Fashionably late.
Yeah. Well, you showed up for the one game you said you wanted to be there for.
Yeah, the second game.
And ladies.
I didn't know everybody. I was off the next day.
Men can go outside and not try and get females. We do it all the time. We're right here. We are trying to get females right here. We're out. We're chilling. Yeah. I go to the bar. I get my drink. I smoke my dope. Call it a day.
The only person they're looking to get someone for is me, and even then, I'm chill. I don't need it. I don't need that in my life.
At a certain point in the night, I stop because I be feeling myself too much. Sorry, Queen.
That's what they say while the cameras are rolling.
Shut up. No, that's the thing I talk about. I'm like, yeah, I want a girlfriend. But then I'm like, I like my silence.
There was one time, Quentin stayed behind.
I did. All right, no. That was his birthday. Okay, I was with Gage. What do you expect? Gage literally.
Shout out Gage.
Hey Gage, he wants to be in the podcast, bro. Come on out.
He's in New Mexico.
I know. Yeah, he's in New Mexico. But no, we stayed back. It was cool. But they were old. They were like 30s. How could you not? They were like late 20s. They were professors.
I would have too.
Yeah, it was fun. No.
Yeah. What?
Teach me something.
Like, yeah. But no, and that's the crazy thing. I started talking to all these people. Like,
why were they talking to y'all?
I don't know.
Because they was drunk.
Well, because we saw them. When we were at Esquire, we saw them there. Okay. Gage talked to them. I didn't. I was over there talking with you.
And Gage be on the field.
Yeah, Gage put it on for you.
And then, because he wanted me to come over, but then I was busy talking because we had other friends there that I hadn't seen in a while. So and then once we went to Guido's, they were there because we were running your birthday. That's right. That was fun. It was a good time.
Birthday
party. Watch your cup, ladies.
Yeah, watch your
cup,
watch your cups.
Yeah,
watch your cups, fellas. Too,
you know what I'm saying?
You too. Just be careful.
Hey.
It's not safe in these streets.
Keep your hand over keep your cup in your hand. Don't put your cup down in public places. I keep mine, black people from the hood, we keep our cup in the hand all day. It's like
it's just naturally.
It's like a fashion statement or something. Just to have a cup. We're not sitting my cup down.
Will set it down.
Kick it over, put something in it.
I'll definitely set it down with my hand on it.
Yeah,
but it can't be on it. Your hand got to be on top of it.
I'm not. See, I think that's the difference.
See now,
girls and guys.
Because a motherfucker drop something in your drink to not only rape you but rob you.
I'm not as much worried if I'm on my cup as someone dropping it. I like to say
I like mine covered so no debris falls in mine.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not really too much worried about getting date raped or getting something slipped into my drink, but I don't like nothing falling. Expecting, clubs or something like that, bars to be a little dark. You can't really see shit floating in your show.
I'm a watcher.
I hate when I drink something and just some
people
feel it in your.
I don't drink heavily at the bar, just because I smoke a lot of dope.
See,
I figure I can smoke a lot of weed, and then maybe have like a couple drinks, and then I'll be good for the night. Usually I drive anyway.
See, me, I'm not a bar drinker because I don't like the prices. I like to get my own shit. Yeah. I'll show up drunk.
See, what I like to do
sneak something
is go get, it's almost like pre-gaming there. Drink there, have a couple there, and then go to someone's house and hang out. Like, I've gone to Gage's a couple times. I'm just like, we never really done that because most of the time someone has to work. So
I only like that because I can smoke unlimited weed anytime.
Yeah, and that's also the thing with me moving closer now. I don't like to drive drunk. After drinking, but I always sober up before I leave. I eat, I drink water. I don't. Look, yeah, I don't.
We know it happens. We've all done it.
What, drive drunk?
Just don't do it.
Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's stupid.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
But
at the time, you'll say,
some
"Oh, I can
people-
drive."
Not only that, but some people really feel they drive better when they drunk.
Yeah, which is not true.
No.
I will.
Bro, I wrote.
No, it's not true.
Gage kind of scared me a little bit when you driving.
I'm
Hey,
not
man.
ever. I will never. I've said this before. I will never judge anyone for drinking and driving. I will never, because I've done it.
I've done it a
I'll
bunch
never
of
judge
times.
you for
I'm
doing
usually the
it.
passenger.
It's stupid,
Even
but
though-
I won't judge you for doing it. I'm only gonna judge you if you come up to me and tell me about your night and how you were drinking and driving. Just don't tell
And
me
you know
about
what?
it.
And the reason why I have, you know what I'm saying, drove under the influence is because, for one, I know what I'm, not to say I know what I'm doing behind the wheel when I'm drunk, but I know what I'm doing when I'm drinking. When I'm out drinking, I'm not going to get drunk to the point because I'm out.
Yeah.
Right? There's
You know what I'm
levels
saying?
to it. We're talking
I
about
can
don't
control. I'm not a raging alcoholic where I got to have it. And
You
no
can
matter what,
drink.
every time I drink, I got to get wasted. Nah.
There's
I'm
levels.
only if I get drunk as fuck, I'm getting drunk as fuck at home.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be no
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
Like, I don't get drunk as fuck. But if I
Right.
slip up and do, it's gonna be at home because I'm just having fun where I'm at and I know
Right.
I'm comfortable here. I ain't got to worry about nothing.
That's also, I kind of agree with that. Like drinking, like when I hang with my friends and stuff, I'm usually hanging out with people I know. I've been in their house before. I've had the one instance where I told you guys I almost died. I wasn't at anyone's house I knew. I was just at one of my friends' house, and I knew we were staying there, but I was like, I didn't know it. Like I didn't know how to get out. But if I'm at my friend's house, I don't even really like stay at their houses after when I'm drinking. I almost like to go home. Like, you know, we waste, because it's not, because then you gotta wake up in the morning, you gotta come home, and you know, but I mean,
Hungover.
yeah, but I mean, even then, we always have somebody that is good enough to do that, at least. Because a lot of times when I would work, I'd go with them, I'd drive home, I'd drive them home,
Yeah.
because they all wouldn't want to stay there.
You have to designate a DD.
Yeah, and that's just
Always pick that friend that just doesn't drink.
Yeah, and that's,
I'm the DD
Just
friend.
smoking.
Yeah.
I'm the DD friend because
I
I
like to smoke
know
more than drink.
because I can still drink and still drive because I know that I'm only gonna have like two drinks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be drinking.
Two drinks throughout the whole
Also-
night. I'm usually the DD because I'll smoke weed
Yeah.
the rest of the night. You shouldn't drink. You shouldn't smoke weed while you drive either. But I'm
Yeah.
a professional, so shut the fuck
but no, like that's just
Yeah, now that
up.
that's hard to let go of.
I'm a professional.
That's like smoking a cigarette. People smoke and drive all
I'm
the
a
time.
professional. I don't get high.
But I don't like smoking and driving just because I don't want to get pulled over
Yeah,
while I'm smoking and shit.
yeah.
I'd rather smoke and then drive.
which also comes back to the instance of getting pulled over.
Yeah.
Man, I've been.
You gotta-
I
You
got
get pulled over, they smell that. Oh, can you step out the car, please?
I've gotten
That's
pulled
the-
over I got pulled over one time, and the cop. I understand why he pulled me over. I understand it because where the street was, the way it was lined up, there were cars in front of the street, so it's hard. You know, when there's cars in front, you can't see when you're trying to turn. I was trying to turn left, so when I turned out, I pulled out in front of a car because I was already in the street looking, and the car was coming, so I was like, "Fuck!" So I turned out. Cop was. I was okay. He was mad because when I stopped, I drove like extra 2 blocks because my house was like right there. You turn left, turn right, hit the alley. My house is right. My apartment was right there. Got mad about that. Told him I live right here. He asked me like 3 times. I was like, I live right here. I was like, that's why I didn't stop for you because I live right here. I'm not stopping for you when my apartment is
When
right
you can
here.
come right to my house and just
It's right here. I want to make sure if you do some shit to me, you're gonna be right in front of my apartment. So he got mad. He went back to his car, came back, gave me a warning for pulling out, and then he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna give you a warning for the air freshener in your car too. It shouldn't be there."
Yeah, Franklin's in the mirror.
And I was like,
bullshit.
"Do
But
you
it's
give
true.
that ticket to everybody, or what?" And of course, he didn't answer me. He just wrote the ticket. Yeah. So I got a ticket for. I got a warning for the turning out, and I actually got a ticket for the air freshener.
That's good.
Yeah.
Which
I
was
forgot what that's called.
fucked
But,
up. It's obstruction of
Yeah,
vision.
obstruction of vision.
But I literally asked him. I was like, everyone has air fresheners. in
Yeah,
there.
but everybody
Do
not
you, when
supposed
you
to.
stop people, do you get them for that? Because I know I'm not the only one with air freshener.
See, I have one.
Just wanted to get. He had to get you on something.
Yeah, he never answered me. He wrote the ticket and told me to have a nice night.
Now,
So, fuck that
I
guy.
know you haven't, but you have experienced any police brutality?
Me? No. No. I've
What
never
about you,
been.
Quinn?
I've never been.
No, I've been pulled over many times, but most of the time, like I had an old car. It was loud, and I was leaving. This is when I was in college for the one semester that I went, and I was leaving campus. I left late that night because I had to stay back for thing for class. It was like this art movie thing, festival thing I had to go to. And so I went home that night because it was the weekend. And the cop pulled me over. I wasn't even out of town. I drove by and there was like 2 cop cars pulled over. And then I kept going. And then I turned and I saw one of the cop cars like pull around the corner. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, there ain't no way he's going to pull me over. I was like, I didn't do anything. And then all of a sudden he pulls me over and he says, hey, that's the thing. He didn't come to my driver window. He went to my passenger window. Was looking at my car.
What they do.
And I was just
gotta see if you pulling out something.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Every other cop I've done, because I pulled into a parking lot, right after he put the lights on, I pulled into a parking lot, and he was just like, he's like, your car's pretty loud. I'm like, yeah, it's naturally like that. Like I was like, it's been like that since I've had it for 3 years. Like it's always been. No one's ever pulled me over for me being loud. He wanted to see if I was
a piece of shit, sir.
I would say I work with what I can here.
Thanks, asshole.
Like, thanks for telling me my car's a piece of shit. I
sucks.
appreciate that. And I think this car was a '93, and this was back in 2016. So it was, it could buy me a beer if it wanted to. I couldn't even buy that yet.
Probably shouldn't be running.
Nah. And and it was like the first, like, you know, it was getting into the cold. Like it was like probably 60, 50 degrees, but in November at that time, that's cold. Like that's cold. And I had my windows down. I was in there freezing. I was like, yeah, it's cold night out here. He's like, yeah. I was like, okay. It wasn't really blue, you know. It was just that was one of like the ones like that. I was just like, what the? There was no point to that. Like
you know
there was.
How people always say you have to like, well, you probably have to explain like, you know, to your kids and shit how that shit works.
How to handle the police.
Yeah.
How we got to handle the police. How
Right.
black people got to handle what to do.
It was taught to me grew up in the suburbs.
Yeah, so you was taught different than me.
Well, no, here's the thing. Grew up in the suburbs. Fucking not Kankakee is Kankakee, but there's suburbs Kankakee and there's suburbs. So, you know, everything was cool. 2-parent household, all that shit. I learned about that shit. Couldn't have been more than like 6 or 7. We're picking up my dad from work. My dad's coming out from work. My mom drove. My dad was gonna drive home, so they switched sides. My mom got out of the car, got in the passenger side. My dad's getting in the driver's side. Cop pulls up. Motherfucking cop pulls up and pretty much puts my dad in handcuffs as he's leaving work. My mom is flipping shit, and you know how my dad's like, you know, you calm down, all that shit, calm down. Flipping shit. Mom's still flipping shit, and she needs to relax because my dad already knows, like, you can't be doing that shit. Mm-hmm. Come to find out, it was a case of mistaken identity. Got the wrong dude. You look like that dude. So you look
the
like
the old case of mistaken identity trick, man.
My dad, you know, my dad grew up in it, so my dad was like, "This is bullshit," but you know, he took it pretty much. Mm-hmm. Mom was not. I thought we were gonna die that day. My mom was not having it. She went up screaming at the cop, blah blah blah. Cop really didn't say he was sorry. I can remember that vividly because that was like one of those like traumatizing moments a little bit because you're like 6 o'clock. You're like 6. Your dad's getting off work. Your dad ain't never did nothing wrong that you've seen. Maybe smoked a little weed. Man, ain't never seen him do anything wrong. He's coming down the steps, getting off of work, getting in his car, and the cops come and arrest him. Have him standing there. He's trying to tell him, hey, I'm not this person. And they're like, yeah, you are. And then they ran his shit, and he was not that person. So that's the kind of shit that grow up.
Give y'all a couple quick experiences with the police for me now. Police brutality for me in my hood was like...
Probably rampant.
It was... I'll say... You can expect it every day.
That's what I'm saying. Probably...
if it happened to me, it's gonna happen to one of the guys. One of us gonna get it every day. Mm-hmm. Now,
at least harassed.
I almost had the date remembered, but I want to say like I know like October 1st or some shit, but it was September or something. I don't know, but you ain't never been. I've been beat up by the police.
Never.
See this? What is this? This is what it's like to be a black man in Chicago, young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
and fit in the description.
We have to specify. I'm not from Chicago.
Right, you
so
can't
I'm
keep.
from the
right.
suburb.
That's what I'm to show you why. How this shit different. How this shit go. if you dress, you know what I'm saying, a certain way, white t-shirts, baggy pants, even though it changed now to, you know, skinnier shit, it's still the same shit, white tee, jeans and shit. They got dreads now. We used to have braids, or you had waves like I got now. But, you know what I'm saying, it switched over to dreads now. All of them, you got dreads, you a target.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying, but just being black was enough. But now, you got the dreads, we know it's you for sure. You got the guns, or you selling the drugs, or you got something illegal going on. Alright, so just that having dreads is probable cause.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So this is how a lot of us end up in jail. Yes, we carrying guns. Yes, we are selling drugs. Even if you know that, that's why we out here. You don't know that. If you don't see me selling drugs, pull my gun out, there's no reason to fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? You can't even have money in your pocket. I could just leave my house and go to the corner store. We got corner stores on fucking every corner.
The Chicago police are bad about that shit. You got money in your pocket.
I could just go to the store. I don't have to be in a game. I don't have to be doing nothing illegal. Just going to the store, walking 1 block. Before I even make it there, I would get pulled over and searched. I haven't done anything. I left out the house. I'm hungry. I want some snacks. I'm going to the store to get me some snacks, and I end up in jail.
That is stop and frisk, which is also should be illegal.
You know what I'm saying? But this is before. But what we got right now, they call them red zones in Chicago. Right. And if you in the red zone, they got the right to just at any time pull up on whoever and search you. Right. This was before red zones. Right. Okay, so this was going on anyway. They didn't have to even allow it to happen. This is what they do. Yeah. So I walk to the corner store. Now, so what? I got a gun on me, illegal. I'm not doing anything you don't know. And this is why I say people end up in jail because they don't have money for lawyers. That could get thrown out in preliminary. No probable cause. What was he doing that made you had to have a reason to stop him? I was walking to the store to go. I had the list my mama gave me to go get the groceries, and I'm about to go get them, and I never made it. I never got a chance to talk to nobody. I walked out my door. I crossed the street. I took 72 steps and ended up in jail. That's happened to me. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I done had $400. Yes, it may be drug money. It might be work money. It don't matter. Right. I got cash in my pocket. Yeah, all they have to do is lock me up for gambling. Mm-hmm. Now the money becomes evidence.
And then they're going to take your cash and drugs and use it.
I don't even have no drugs. I just got my cash. I get to take my cash by saying I was trespassing and I was gambling. Okay? The money is evidence. When you make a collar in Chicago, whenever you catch somebody and they get a court date, you get an off day. Because you got to go to court. You're supposed to be the witness on him. In Chicago, every day is hundreds of cases thrown out because the police don't. It's a paid off day for you to go to court, and they don't go to court. So the little bullshit petty case that they got you on, trespassing, gambling, shit that don't hold up, gambling. I've been locked up for gambling over 10 times. Those are robberies. Right. You know what I'm saying? I got $400-500. They just came up. They'll take that money from me, and like you said, sometimes they take your drugs till you got some weed. We'll take this weed because we'll smoke this, or when we pull over the next random person, this is theirs. You know what I'm saying? So I done been robbed by the police illegally. You know what I'm saying? Just say he gambling. He don't get no. He ain't gonna do what he gonna do. He ain't gonna do shit. I'm not gonna write no report. None of that. They know he a old gang banging ass motherfucker from here. He not gonna do. He's not gonna tell nobody or none of that. He gonna go back out there and get some more.
Have you seen there's a video I saw maybe a few years ago, and it was just like a truck, and all it had was like
the Nike shoes,
nice ass shoes.
Yeah,
and the cops were setting it up for the
you know what I'm saying? You go to the poor neighborhoods and leave a Nike truck unattended.
What do you think's gonna happen?
They do the same shit with guns. That's how they get all of them guns. They do the same shit with guns. They come leave a crate, and no nigga knows what train, which car on the train is where all the motherfucking M16s is at. Someone is giving that information, told this is where it's gonna be at, and here, or some white dude got this shit and he come in, he's selling that shit to him for cheap. Or sometimes they just come drop that shit off. Y'all will find it. Y'all know what to do with it.
The government dropped them bricks off on military planes, so where all the cocaine came from.
Sorry, this game's getting really good.
Oh shit, they came back into the league.
It's 102.99.
They was just up like
He's a
5.
Boston fan, y'all.
Sorry,
That's
this
why
is big.
he's-
This is
that's
a,
why he's
if you see I've been zoning out, trust me, I'm listening, but I'm really paying attention to this game. It's a big deal. So,
But check this out. I'm on a corner one day. We call them the Dicks.
Mhm.
The Dicks coming. They go the Dicks. Detectives. You know what I'm saying? So they ride in the same kind of car. These little Grand Marquis. We call them little bubble cars. So whenever we see the Dicks or whatever, you know, so we know to get out the way. You know what I'm saying? We see them coming from a distance. We start walking this way. We on the corner. We see them coming that way. We start going this way. So by the time they make it here, we done went somewhere else. So they see us out there. At the time, I'm selling crack.
Mhm.
That's what I was out there doing. I was selling crack. They ride past, go to the next block. We know what they're going to do. When they, you know what I'm saying, they done roll past us, they just looking. If they make this right turn, they about to come around so they can, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing what they doing.
That's all.
So once they go down to that corner, we waiting on them to turn. Because once they turn, we know it's time to run. So they made the turn, we walk off. Now as we walking up the block, there's a little side alley like this where they had went to, so they ain't got to go all the way around. They hit a short little alley right off the corner to come around. I'm walking up the street. Now the thing we do back, you know what I'm saying, with selling crack, we got them in the small bags to keep them in our mouth. So if push come to shove, police, you swallow them. You know what I'm saying? You're either good at it or you keep you a water bottle or pop or whatever so you can swallow it. Then you just, when they let you go, after searching you, throw the shit up. You know what I'm saying? Rinse it off. Sell it to a motherfucker. So in that case, that's what I did. I swallowed the bags I had. My friend, he swallowed his. We had just got out there. It wasn't like we was out there all day and they was watching us. We literally just got out there. It was early in the morning. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning. So usually they'll tell you to move around like once or twice before they make a move on you.
Right.
So they just made a move the first time they saw us. So they was coming to chase us. I wasn't running because I'm not doing anything.
I'm not running.
I'm just outside.
Yeah.
Sir, I can walk outside. I live over here. My address is a block over. I'm just walking. You know what I'm saying? What's the problem? When you rolled past, I was walking. I wasn't even standing on the corner. I was walking. I looked at you. You looked at me. Y'all kept going. Y'all turned. I hit the corner, and I kept walking. And they pull up on me, tell me to stop and shit. And my other homie, he kind of drifting off and shit. He go behind one of my other homies' gate. He figured like I'm inside the property. Y'all can't come in here and get me. But no, that wasn't the case. Bring your ass out here.
Not when dirty cops.
Yeah. So they grabbed me and shit. And they got me on the car, patted me down, searching me and shit. Now we in front of one of my good friends who they been living there 60 years or whatever. This grandma outside. She all on the police. Why y'all messing with them? You know, y'all always come around here messing with these boys. They don't be doing nothing to nobody. You know that old spiel. So shut up, old lady, man, your business, whatever. So they wear the shit at, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't got nothing on me. I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? What shit? What is you talking about? I mean, you know what you out here doing. You know what I'm saying? Wear the shit. I don't have any shit. I don't know what you... Punch in the stomach, right? So at the time, I hadn't swallowed the bags yet. You know what I'm saying? But that good punch then it made me spit them out.
Right.
But so I take the punch. I'll swallow them bitches. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers tried to make me throw it up right there on the spot. Stuff